say they just sack Solskjaer tonight, they've got the international week, whatever. Who on earth do they get in?
That's a good question. Who would want to go there to start with? We know that Zinedine Zidane, for example, is not keen. And of all the sort of high-profile manager available who are not at club, he's the only one, really. So then you have to go and get someone who's already at the club, which means negotiations, which means a transfer fee, even for a manager, of course. So if you want to go and get Brendan Rodgers, Eric Ten Hag, Luis Enrique, Roberto Mancini, I don't know, whoever you want, Mauricio Pochettino, I don't know, whoever you want, this will be long. It will take a lot of time. It will take you a lot of money on the back of sacking the manager who, by the way, you gave a new 3-year deal only 4 months ago. So it starts to be costly as well. And more importantly, who will you get and what will you get? Because we can all say Ten Hag is great and what he's doing at Ajax right now is great. How long will it take Ten Hag to turn this round with the players that are there? It's hard to tell. Same with Rodgers. And again, this is a question of will they have the desire to do that halfway through the season, take that risk, the Glazers, or do they think, you know what, we can keep Solskjaer until the end of the season because we still believe he can at least get 4th place, and for a season like this would be okay? I don't know, but I agree with Jan. I think this is the beginning of the end, but good luck on trying to find who's coming next now.
Nedum?
I think as well, if Solskjaer was to leave, the next person to come in has to be different to someone like Solskjaer who's been about the culture. Because when United had that culture brought back or whatever, when Rio Ferdinand was saying, you know, Ole's at the wheel, we've got our club back and all this stuff, you can see that that doesn't work anymore. And when you look at the summer, if it's true that, say, Ronaldo was on his way to City maybe, and then Rio Ferdinand and whoever were calling up Ronaldo and calling up United saying, you got to sign him, blah, blah, blah. Like, that has to stop. I don't think that's happening at Liverpool. Don't think that's happening at Man City. Don't think that's happening at Chelsea, where former players can dictate the strategy of the football club. Like, I understand United is a very historic football team who've had a lot of success. But you look at the other managers who are in the league now, and even to a certain extent, Conte at Spurs, and it feels like they've got the real deal. And it's not just because they've had a part of success as a player for the club. It goes far beyond that. And I think whoever they bring in, it has to be able to be comparable to that. Because if you're a United player now and things aren't going well, you might look at your manager and think, well, he's done a good job for us. But then you look down the road and you see the quality that they have, because some of these guys are generational managers. So I think that's probably where they have to sort of be looking next.
What's incredible, if you followed City for generations, is the fact that we're talking about them beating Manchester United at Old Trafford. It's no real big deal. We kind of expected it. And Pablo, if someone had told you that, you think when you joined the club, because you joined before all that injection of money, that we'd be in this situation where City would go to Old Trafford and actually be favourites, you'd say I was crazy.
I know, that was back in 2008. I used to have some hair on top of my head as well. Long time ago. But listen, I mean, you know, that's incredible. I mean, for, you know, Man City fans, for everybody at the club, that is an incredible moment, you know, to enjoy. I mean, when I went to Manchester City, it was a completely different, you know, story. Nedum was there as well, and he was in the shadow of Manchester United. But when you look, when the new owners came into the club, obviously they've been investing so much money into the club, but look at the club right now, you know, the facilities, look at the whole squad. All the top players want to go and play for Manchester City this day. They have one of the best managers as well. So, you know, the future looks bright for the club. You know, the owners are really committed as well to keep investing into the club and to, you know, to bring more success. So that's brilliant to see. I mean, I spent 9 years at the club. Great people, great fans. So I will always be happy when Man City win, especially Manchester United away from home.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.